I am giving away 10 copies of Destiny 2. If you wish to be entered, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it, hit the like button on this video, leave me a comment, and check the link in the video description for many other optional ways to increase your chances of winning. Good luck. Welcome back, Guardians, to another Destiny 2 beta video. Let's talk about Supercharges. It's a hot topic at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, and I wanted to give my opinion on it. And my opinion right now is one Supercharge a game isn't that bad at all. I kind of like it, and I'll get into why in just a second. But before I do, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here for daily Destiny 2 and daily Destiny content and other games when I get around to actually finally doing them. Hit the like button on this video, leave a comment, tell me what you think of Supercharges. Do you think they take too long? Do you think there should be more than one a game? Etc, etc. So, let me explain my point of view. I don't mind there being one Supercharge per game if that's the case, maybe two if you are really good and kill a lot of people, but I am happy with one super per game. What I'm not happy with is that super itself doesn't feel very super because you're only fighting 4 enemies, and most of the time, average, you're going to get 2 kills with a super. I would much rather see Supercharges, if they're going to be once a game, have the ability to kill at least 4 people and do a team wipe. But every single super is situational, so that's very hard to judge and very hard to make happen. But what I don't want is for Destiny 2 to become an ability fest like Destiny 1 was. You know, grenades were everywhere, melees were everywhere. They were like the crutch, what people just used all the time. And then supers on the regular just made the game feel like it was just all about abilities and not gunplay. Now Destiny 2 beta feels like pure gunplay, and I absolutely love it. I do understand why people want abilities sooner and obviously supers more often, and I'm not against that idea. If there was 2 supers a game, maybe even 3, I would still be as happy as long as gunfights are still as good, as smooth and as fair as they are right now. I'm pretty sure Bungie will change how supers work and we will get them more often because there are so many people complaining about it. But for me personally, I just want supers to feel more powerful while you have them, even if it is once a fight. Now, here is the issue with supers that I have in general. We're going to talk about Titan first. Sentinel and Fist of Havoc seem to run for a longer period of time than any other super. I feel like it just doesn't run out at all. With my Sentinel at one point, I believe I threw my shield at someone, hit 3 separate people, and then could stand there and guard for a good couple of seconds. That to me gives the Titan way too much utility, way too many options, and the same with Fist of Havoc. Fist of Havoc seems to be able to last so you can run from one end of the map to the other end of the map, and you run faster, I believe, and then you could just Fist of Havoc and kill people at a distance and range as Destiny 1 Fist of Havoc had. I jumped above someone and it still killed me while I was in the air. So I feel like the Titan, Sentinel class and Fist of Havoc have really, really good supers, but I don't want them to change. I don't want them to be nerfed. I just want other supers to feel as super as theirs do. So let's talk about the Warlock. The Nova Bomb right now feels pretty useless unless you can catch 4 people on a point, which rarely happens anymore because, you know, control now you only need 1 person on the point. Unless you're lucky enough to catch a bunch of people on a point, it feels kind of useless to have a Nova Bomb. Yes, they could chase ridiculously and go around corners and everything, but it moves at such a slow pace that most people can dodge out of the way and get away from it anyway. So I feel like if they're going to change anything with it, have the Nova Bomb itself travel a little bit faster. Keep it as it is, have it travel a little bit faster. So even if you do throw and miss the Nova Bomb you were going for, it will still track and chase after someone and you have a chance of actually killing somebody with it. And then we move to Dawnblade. I can't get along with this Supercharge. I know it's really good. I know it's very useful, but I do feel like it runs out a little bit too quickly. I, for one, especially in PvE, have been up in the air and I fire like maybe 5 or 6 of the Dawnblade shots and then it runs out. Now, while they track and it's really good and really powerful, when it comes to PvP, I just don't feel like it's very good. I think it has like a very high skill level for someone who's really, really practiced it, really, really good with it, to be able to dodge around in the sky, avoid people and fire down at other people. But I feel like it runs out just that little bit too quick. I'd like to be able to fire 1 or even 2 more of the Dawnblade shots while in the air. I just want it to last a little bit longer to make me feel like it's actually worth using over anything else. Warlocks for me, I just cannot get along with, and I was a Warlock main in Destiny 1. Something about them just hasn't clicked for me right now, but I'm loving the Titans, supers and everything. They're just awesome. Now let's talk about Hunter. Arcstrider I was worried about because obviously it didn't seem to have any range or anything like that, but I feel like it is actually perfectly balanced in terms of the damage it can do, the amount of people it can kill. But the one thing I would change about it is the speed at which the Hunter can run. If you look at something like the Fist of Havoc, I don't know if it's actually true, but you seem to be able to run faster and close down gaps. Arcstrider lacks that speed in movement. I know you have unlimited dodge power, so you can close the gap with the dodge, but for me it just feels like you're pressing too many buttons at the same time, and it just doesn't feel comfortable to use. Like, you can keep smashing that dodge button and getting close, but then, you know, it's very easy to misjudge how far away you are from someone. So then you're panicking to hit them with something, and by then, you know, people have like killed you or grenaded you or took damage down on you, or you've been team shot. I just feel like the Arcstrider needs to just have a little bit more of a faster movement, but I feel like the length of the super, the utility of the super, and the ability to kill people with it is perfectly balanced. Now let's talk about Gunslinger, the worst subclass right now. Now, I will say though, there is a second skill tree which makes it seem like Gunslinger will be a lot better than it is currently, but what we have right now is a very reactionary super. You cannot predict with this super. You cannot activate it, run around a corner and then try to kill people, because the bar runs out so quickly. It's absolutely ridiculous. You can get 6 shots off, which is great, but if someone has like a sentinel out and they're blocking 3 of those shots, you need to fire at that sentinel to kill them, and then by then, when you can even think about trying to kill someone else, your super's gone. The super runs out way too quick for what it is. And the thing is as well, because it's reactionary, if you turn a corner and there's like 3 or 4 people there and you can pop off your super, by the time you're through your animation, you're either dead or at least you have absolutely nothing left and you only need like 1 shot to be killed. So I feel like Gunslinger needs something else, especially on this skill perk tree. I would like to see it last just a little bit longer and maybe just make the animation a little bit shorter so that you can use it in the way it's intended, as like a reactionary super to wipe out people. But those are just my opinions on supercharges, how often they happen, what I think of each individual supercharge. I think the Titan has the best all-round subclasses right now for both subclasses. I feel like Warlock needs a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of work, and I feel like Hunters have a really good, strong subclass, but needs a lot of work on one of the others. But those are just my opinions, my feedback about the game, the supercharges, and everything. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Thank you for watching. I've been Easy Now, and you guys have been awesome.